Welcome to Quantum Trend Sniper Pro. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what each panel does, what the information means, and how to use the indicator properly on your chart. This is not just a signal indicator, it is a full trading workflow system, and each panel has a specific job. Let's break it down panel by panel. First, at the top of the system, you have the main signal and dashboard area. This is where the indicator gives you the overall read on the current setup. You will see the signal direction, the quality of the setup, and the live state of the market. This section is designed to answer the first big question. Is there a trade worth paying attention to right now? When the signal quality is strong, this area helps confirm that the setup meets the internal conditions of the system. When conditions are weaker, it helps you stay out of lower quality trades. Next is the entry checklist panel. This panel shows the conditions behind the setup. Think of it as the logic confirmation panel. It helps you see whether the key filters are aligned, such as trend direction, momentum, confirmation strength, and setup quality. The more confirmation this panel shows, the stronger the trade environment is likely to be. This is important because Quantum Trend Sniper PRO is designed to avoid random entries. It is looking for structured conditions, and the entry checklist shows you how much of that structure is in place. Next is the arrow logic or signal logic section. This is the part of the system that reflects the internal entry engine. It is where the indicator decides whether the market is producing a continuation style setup, a pullback setup, or a higher quality directional opportunity. This panel helps you understand that the signal is not random. It is coming from a layered logic process. That is one of the reasons this system stands out from basic arrow indicators. Now let's move to the market state panel. This panel gives you a read on the current market environment. It helps tell you whether the market is trending, slowing down, ranging, or in a more favorable movement phase. This matters because not every signal has the same quality in every market condition. A strong signal in a trending market is very different from a signal in a weak or messy environment. The market state panel helps you understand that context before you enter. Below or near that, you may also see market memory or related historical context. This part helps the trader understand what the market or setup behavior has been like recently. It adds context to what has already been happening and supports better decision-making. Now let's move to one of the most important areas, the Trade Command panel. This is your live trade management center. Once a trade is active, this panel helps you understand what stage the trade is in. It shows the progression from entry through target handling, break-even transitions, and runner logic. This is where the indicator becomes much more than a signal tool. Instead of just showing you where to enter, it helps guide what happens after entry. You can use this panel to monitor when the trade is approaching TP1, TP2, or TP3, whether the trade is protected, and whether runner conditions are active. This is extremely useful because it reduces guesswork after the trade is open. Next is the trade progression area on the chart itself. Here, you will see projected levels such as entry, stop loss, TP1, TP2, and TP3. These visual levels help you understand the expected structure of the trade and where the system sees key management points. This makes the chart easier to read because the trade is visually mapped out instead of being left to interpretation. Now let's look at the Performance Analytics panel. This panel is designed to help you evaluate how the system has been performing. It can show information related to target hits, outcome distribution, trade progression, and the overall behavior of historical setups. This helps traders understand what is working and how the system behaves over time. It is important to remember that detailed progression-based analytics are best judged in live or better tester conditions, especially when intrabar movement matters. Still, this panel is very useful for reviewing how the system performs across different market conditions and settings. Next is the Trade Ledger panel. This is your running record of prior trade outcomes. It helps you review past trades, understand how they ended, and see whether setups reached TP levels, break-even, or other outcomes. This is valuable for both learning and confidence because it lets you see the trade history in a structured way. The Trade Ledger also helps connect the visual chart behavior with actual tracked results. Now let's talk about the Support and Resistance panel, or zones. This part of the system adds structure to the market by identifying important price areas. These zones help you understand whether a signal is appearing into support, into resistance, or in a cleaner area with more space. That context matters because trade quality often depends on where the setup appears relative to those levels. Finally, the sniper panel and advanced filters. This area is designed to reflect the more selective side of the system. It helps refine trade quality and reinforces the idea that Quantum Trend Sniper PRO is built for structured, selective opportunities rather than random chart activity. So when you put all of these panels together, the indicator is doing something very powerful. It is not only identifying a setup. It is helping you understand the quality of the setup, the market context around it, the progression of the trade, the key management levels, and the overall behavior of the system over time. That is why Quantum Trend Sniper PRO feels different from a standard indicator. It is a full trading environment. To use it effectively, think of it in this order. First, read the main signal and quality area. Second, check the entry checklist and market state. Third, confirm the setup is worth taking. Fourth, use the trade command and projected chart levels to manage the trade properly. And finally, use the performance analytics and trade ledger to review how the system is behaving over time. That is how the indicator is designed to be used, not as a random signal tool, but as a complete chart-based trading workflow. This is Quantum Trend Sniper Pro, built to help you trade with more structure, more clarity, and more control.